Members, welcome to this week's Member Monday. It's currently actually Sunday for me, but I wanted to bring you along today for hopefully the first time out with snowshoes. Raymond is in the driver's seat. You can see his shoulder and his ear. That's lovely. And we're headed out to slightly higher elevations in Flagstaff so we can see if we can find enough snow to snowshoe. Because this trip to Rocky Mountain National Park is coming up fast, and I still haven't used the snowshoes. Neither of us have used the snowshoes. In fact, Raymond, have you ever had snowshoes on your feet?
Never.
Yeah. I only have in REI whilst taking a class on snowshoeing. So, yeah, fun times. We did, however, get a little bit more gear yesterday for the trip to kind of get us prepared for the cold. I think both of us have been limping along with like gloves that weren't really very good and shoes that weren't really very good. So we, in the last couple months, have gotten, the snowshoe stuff and the cold weather stuff that we were lacking before. So I think next week I will share with you, Member Monday will just be all about all of the gear that we're bringing on this trip. So, because that's going to take some time. So look forward to that if you're into gear. And that'll include the camera stuff too. But right now, I just want to bring you out, see if we can do some snowshoeing and see if you can laugh at me as I'm trying to get this done. So that's it. We'll see you on the trail. Well, still driving, but quick check-in. It is foggy and it's a little snowy, and it just before I started filming it, we got some rain. Ooh, I think is it? I can't tell. Could be rain. It's snowy again. Anyway, sorry for the shaky footage. I forgot my gimbal. Oops. Okay, everybody, we're out here. Sorry, I don't have my microphone on because it's snowing and I'm freezing, and frankly, I can't get to the pocket that has the microphone in it. So, some odd noise coming from me right now. And a very red nose. Look at Raymond snowshoeing. Me too. That's me. So yeah,
yours are so much littler.
Mine are just a few inches shorter than yours. It's like 2 or 3 inches shorter.
Yours are more compact.
Well, mine have a different shape. They're narrower in the back because I'm a girl, and that's just how ours are. And because our hips are narrower, I guess. And then, yeah, yours are a little longer than mine. A couple inches because you weigh more. You need more snowshoes. So anyway, yeah, it's happening. And it's obviously totally blown out because I'm wearing black and it's all white. Sorry. But yeah, it's actually snowing right now. It's kind of unreal right now, but that's pretty much it. We're just trying to get used to using the snowshoes. I didn't even grab the trekking poles. I mean, maybe we'll end up needing them, but they're in the car. I also have tails for these. Anyway, we'll talk more about all of the gear next week. Raymond's trying, oh, he was just running. We missed it. Let's see. Maybe he'll come back. I'm out of breath. I was just trying to run with these things on. Good gracious. It's a beautiful day. Not very sunlighty. It's kind of dreary, I suppose, but this is fun sometimes.
Crazy out.
It's a crazy, crazy, crazy morning.
It's crazy.
Here.
We need a thing for the promo where you're like, dildo napkins. And I'm like,
Why does he do that? I don't know. Anyway.
it shouldn't be more towards me. It should be a little bit more towards you. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an accessory.
Okay.
I'm a successory.
Great. Wow. Hold on. Yikes. Sorry for the bounciness.
I don't think the bounciness will come out in the final.
I hope not. Okay. Snowshoe outing number 1, done. That was fun.
That was fun.
I didn't do any more filming out there because my hands are like really, really, really cold. Because, yeah, I let them get too cold before I put my heavy gloves on because I was putting on our snowshoes and trying to figure them out and stuff out there. So, anyway, we probably should have done that like inside.
This is some wind.
But yeah, there's lots of wind, and I think there's a yesterday or today there was like a big wind and winter weather advisory at the Grand Canyon. Yeah. I took some first Sunday photos. I posted this morning, which for you will be yesterday. I posted a picture of this setup because this is what I'm using today for first Sunday.
That's the basics.
It's the Nikon D500 and the 35mm f1.8 DX lens. I love this setup. It gives me a nice normal field of view, and it's just fun. You know, a lot of times when I go out to, you know, the wild, I shoot with a wide angle lens a lot of the time, and sometimes it's just fun to mix it up with something like this. I kept it with the same settings the whole time, and yeah, that was aperture priority, JPEG. I have it on cloudy white balance, but you know that didn't really matter.
It's cloudy.
Well, it didn't really matter because I was shooting in monochrome.
It's cloudy.
So, meh. And then I aperture priority with f8. Left it there the whole time. Oh, and auto ISO. So that I just, you know, I didn't have to think about it. I was just moving the focus point around. Interestingly enough, because I was using the big gloves, the big heavy gloves, it was really difficult to move the focus point around with this. So I was actually using the little nub on the back of the D500, which I have never actually used before, with the exception of like trying it out when I first got the camera. So
it's like, yes, it has the nub.
I finally
like,
figured
it out. A year later, it's like, I got around to using it today.
Yeah. I didn't, like, the nub seemed like, oh, that's an interesting idea, I guess. I don't have to wake up the camera by pressing the shutter release button to move my shutter. Yeah, I don't have to half press to move my focus point around. And with this, you just don't have to do that. It's just, you can move it anytime. And then I think, what if you press that? Huh. Oh, I think you can lock exposure if you press and hold it, is what it looks like in the viewfinder. Anyway, for some reason I was thinking that would get you back to the center focus point, but that is the middle of your multi-selector, that button. If you press it, it'll get your focus point back to the middle. At least that's how I have the camera set up. Those are all things that you can change, but I think those are the default settings. So anyway, do you like my new hat? I got it on clearance. What do you want? What do you want from me? How are you? How did you feel warm enough when you're out there?
Mostly.
Good.
It was windy.
Yeah, it was real windy.
I know it's got a little bit cold.
Yeah, my snout is still all red.
Your snout?
My snout. Because it's really not just my nose. It's like this whole area that gets red for me when I get cold. It's my snout. Okay, well, we'll talk about like what you plan on wearing on this adventure to Colorado as well, so that you guys can see, you know, from both of our perspectives what we plan on bringing by way of clothing, like to keep ourselves warm, and also for you know, gear and stuff. So I think that's, well, let me quickly chat with you about what I'm gonna be working on this week. Let's see. It's Monochrome March. Very exciting. Love it, love it, love it. And I am working on several different videos that you'll see in the next few, 2 or 3 weeks. One of them is my the apps I use for navigation, the apps I use on my phone for navigation, because I shared with you all maybe 2 weeks ago the Motion X GPS app that I like to use, but I just discovered that one of the REI apps called Hiking Project, I didn't realize that will track you as well, similar to Motion X GPS, but it might be a little bit easier for most people to use, but there's some downsides as well. So I'm actually going to do a video where I share those 2 apps with everybody and show you how I use them. And then what else? Profile pictures. I need new profile pictures, so I'm going to do some monochrome profile pictures. I was going to do them outside. I don't know. I was actually going to try and take up today at sunset-ish time. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Luckily, since they're going to be in monochrome, my bright red nose isn't going to make too big of a problem. My bright red snout won't be too big of a problem. What else do I have? What else am I working on? There's a few other things that you guys will be seeing in the next few weeks. Obviously, I'm always working on something. But that's it. That'll be it for this week's Member Monday. I'm going to go eat, have a snack, and edit this video up so that I can get it posted for you guys today for you guys. Talk to you later.